Listen, your life can change because of one decision. Not one wish, not one goal, but one decision. A real decision changes what you tolerate. It changes what you do next. And most importantly, it changes what you stop doing. A lot of people say they want a different life, but they keep making the same decisions, the same habits, the same excuses, same people, same reactions. Then they wonder why nothing changes. You cannot keep choosing the old life and expect new results. At some point, something has to become non-negotiable. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's your money. Maybe it's your business. Maybe it's your relationship. Maybe it's your peace. But eventually you have to decide, enough. That word can change everything. Enough excuses. Enough waiting. Enough starting over. Enough giving your power away. Enough telling yourself you'll do it later. A decision has power when it closes the door behind you. That's the difference between waiting for something and deciding something. When you want something, you still leave yourself an escape route. When you decide, the escape route starts disappearing. Think about how many times you've said, I'm going to try. Trying sounds safe. Trying gives you permission to quit. Decisions sounds different. Decision says, this is what I do now. That shift matters because your brain listens to the language you use. If you keep saying maybe someday, hopefully, eventually, you stay emotionally uncommitted. But when you say this changes now, you create a new standard, and standards are more powerful than goals. Goals tell you where you want to go. Standards determine what you will accept on your way there. You can have a goal to get in shape, but if your standard allows you to skip every workout when you're tired, the goal means absolutely nothing. You can have a goal to build wealth, but if your standard allows you to spend everything you make, the goal means nothing. You can have a goal to grow a business, but if your standard allows you to procrastinate every day, the goal means nothing. Your standards expose your real decisions. That's why decisions matter more than intentions. Everybody has good intentions. Here's something else. One good decision can eliminate 1,000 future arguments with yourself. If you decide you train 5 days a week, you don't need to wake up every morning debating whether you feel like going. If you decide you don't tolerate disrespect, you don't have to keep analyzing the same toxic relationship. If you decide you save a percentage of every dollar you make, you stop negotiating with every paycheck. Good decisions simplify your life. They remove unnecessary choices and protect you from your weaker moments. And that is important because you are not always going to feel strong. You are not always going to feel motivated. You are not always going to feel focused. So make your important decision when your mind is clear. Then let those decisions carry you when your emotions change. That's discipline. Discipline is honoring a decision after the emotion that created it has disappeared. Read that again in your head. Discipline is honoring a decision after the emotion is gone. Because anybody can make promises when they're fired up. Anybody can say, this is my year. Anybody can make a plan at midnight. The question is, what happens 3 days later? What happens when you're tired? What happens when nobody is watching? What happens when results are slow? What happens when the old version of you starts making a case for quitting? That's when your decision gets tested. And every time you honor it, you become stronger. You start becoming someone who trusts his own word. That is a huge advantage. Most people don't trust themselves. They've broken so many promises to themselves that their own goals stop feeling believable. They say they're going to start, and part of them already knows that they probably won't. That is dangerous because once you stop believing your own word, motivation gets weaker, confidence gets weaker, execution gets weaker. So rebuild that trust. Start making smaller promises, then keep them. Decide you'll walk for 20 minutes. Do it. Decide you'll make one sales call. Do it. Decide you'll record one video. Do it. Decide you'll save $50. Do it. Small decisions keep consistently rebuilding self-trust. And self-trust becomes confidence. Confidence isn't just believing you can win. Confidence is knowing you'll do what you said you would do. There's another mistake people make. They think the perfect decision always has to be obvious. It doesn't. Sometimes you will have incomplete information. Sometimes you will be scared. Sometimes you will make the wrong call. That's part of life. The goal is not to make perfect decisions. The goal is to become someone who is capable of making decisions and adjusting quickly. A decision can cost you more than a bad decision. A bad decision can teach you. A decision can keep you frozen for years. Overthinking feels productive because your mind is busy. But busy thinking is not the same as moving. Eventually, you have to choose. And once you choose, you execute. That's tactical execution. Think enough to get clear, decide, then move. Stop reopening the decision every 5 minutes. You will drive yourself crazy doing that. Make the best call you can with the information you have, then give that decision a real chance to work. Some of you are not failing because you made the wrong decision. You're failing because you never stick with the decision long enough to see what happens. You start a plan, then change it. Start another plan, then change it. Start another business idea, change it. Start another diet, change it. At some point, consistency to enter the picture. A mediocre plan executed consistently can beat a brilliant plan you abandon every week. Execution compounds. Good decisions compound. Bad decisions compound too. That's why your life can look different a year from now. Not because of one dramatic moment, but because of hundreds of decisions stacked on top of each other. What time you wake up, what you eat, what you spend time with, who you spend time with, what you watch, what you buy, what you ignore, what you work on, what you tolerate. Those decisions are building something. The only question is whether you're building the life you want. So look at your current results. Don't judge yourself, study them. Your results are feedback. They show you where your repeated decisions have been taking you. If you don't like the destination, change the decisions. Not next month, not January 1st, not Monday, but today. You need a new decision. And once you make it, protect it. Build your habits around it. Build your environment around it. Build your standards around it. Then keep moving, because one decision may not change your entire life overnight, but it can change your direction overnight. And direction is everything. I'm Coach Larry, and remember, your future is being built by the decisions you make today. Choose like your life depends on it, because it does. If you found value in this video, subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon on the next one.